ladies. Welcome back to my channel. It's Vivi here, aka a modern Barbie. We are back with another live video, one of my pillow talks. Let's just call them like this. So, yes, today, in today's lesson, you and I are going to talk about why some of us still resonate with an old version of ourselves. So, why do you still think that new experiences that you might have will turn out like they turned out in the past if you have done the work and you evolved as a person? Some of us are actually stuck in a loop where we cannot move forward. And the reason why we cannot move forward is because our brain is trying to keep us safe from moving forward, okay? Because you had an experience and in the past that wasn't good, okay? This can relate to dating, since this is a relationship dating kind of channel, but it also applies in every area of your life, right? So once we experience something bad in our lives and we seem not to come out as winners, then we give up and we stop, right? We stop pursuing that specific thing, which can be the relationship we want. you know we make up our minds. um in other words, we put and set limitations on ourselves. But in the meantime, right, you have done the work, you have evolved, so you're not the same person as you were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, even a year ago. So the experience, logically thinking, right? You guys, comment if you're here. Logically thinking, if you have evolved, if you've done the work, and if you have worked on yourself, you have leveled up, so to speak. Your looks are better, your physical appearance is better, your education is higher. I have a higher level of education. Your experiences, or the experience you had, made you stronger, right? So you're not the same person as you were, like, even last year. You're a different person. So I'm just coming here to tell you that sometimes we just sabotage ourselves, okay? We have these false beliefs that are stuck in our minds, and we seem not moving past that. And I always recommend, even my clients that are in my coaching programs that have some self negative talks, or self negative talk and false beliefs about life, relationship, wealth, because it's like, even with money, just because you grew up without money, it doesn't mean that you will not be able to get money, okay? But the reason why you're not getting money, or you are not wealthy, or you're not, it seems like you, instead of attracting money, because money is energy at the end of the day, right? You are repelling them. So money needs you. You don't need money. So yes, you need money, right, to live and survive, and to have an abundant life, to buy stuff, to live comfortably. You need money, but you don't have to act like you need money. It makes sense or no? Because it's like a vibration, all right? If you're so desperate attached to money, money runs away. It's almost like a black cat or a cat. I don't know why I said black cat, because maybe because it's trending on TikTok. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The golden retriever and the black cat. But you know what I mean? A cat, if you are too on top of them, like if you're on top of the cat too much, you try to hug, you try to pet it, it's gonna run away. You know what I mean? So the cat has to come to you. And that's how you are going to attract money. So, not being so focused on the idea of money, but more on the shifting of your mindset. That is, at the end of the day, when you're so desperate about money, that's a form of lack, okay? So, think about the daughter of someone who's a billionaire or a multimillionaire that grew up in a state of abundance, in a state of infinite wealth, where she didn't have to struggle or go out of her way to find jobs that, perhaps are not the best jobs. They are maybe degrading, who knows? You know what I mean? Or jobs that are that they are 9 to 5, that are not super exciting. Like, she'll have the choice to do whatever she wants, right? Because her parents set her up for wealth, abundance. So for her, and that's why, you guys, I always tell you this. I think I've talked about it in my one of my previous videos, but the reason why men or women that came from money, or that seem to have this power and magnetism, that money just flow in their lives, is because they shift their mentality to this kind of abundance. Okay, it's not as easy for people that, like us, we came from, you know from like a normal family, like I say middle class, or even like lower class. Okay, some of us didn't have everything like handed to us. Not saying that rich kids always have everything handed to them, but they they don't have these negative self-talks that are implanted, like seeds, literally, in their minds. They are Some of us were programmed for lack. Okay, we were programmed for lack because we couldn't get everything. Okay, or, oh, we were told that rich people are evil, or maybe, they have these lifestyles that are lavish. Most of our parents, if they're old fashioned, they'll always talk negative about rich people, because they see them as something that, oh, rich people are different than us. We can't compare, like something unattainable. So your parents project that onto you. So, and I'm talking about finances, but this also applies in love, okay, you guys? But I'm just giving you an example. Money, and why money and relationships, because I teach women to always level up, and try to date up as well. Date up because um you want to better yourself, okay? And it's not only about finances, but also these kind of negative beliefs that surround abundance and lack. So there are rich people that are lacking, that they're still stingy. That's why it doesn't matter, rich or poor. There are people that are like super rich billionaires, that I actually encountered myself, that I've dated myself, that are so cheap. I mean, I am more generous with my girlfriends than with than these men, or these kind of people that they have everything, they can get everything you know and then you can see people that are maybe not billionaires, or not even millionaires, but they're very generous. It's something that is also considered, in my opinion, being too stingy. Also, it's to me, it's disgusting, because it's like you too attached to the dollar, you're gonna receive a karmic lesson. Trust and believe, by the divine, by the universe. Because even like those rich men, that they might have like a lot of money, and they're not givers, they don't share. Because listen to me. The universal law is that you give and you shall receive. Okay, and for the you like shall be paid back for whatever work you do. You should help other people. Okay, so if you don't help other people, because we are a community, right? We The universal law says that we all have to help each other somehow. Like, I'm helping you with some information, I'm receiving some form of payment for my coaching, or for helping, you know what I mean? Because if you don't do that, Actually, I read this in a book. If you don't receive the payment, for example, then you get taken advantage of, and there is no balance in the cosmos, in the universe, and in these kind of energies, right? So what I'm trying to say here is, lady, um maybe I'm going on tangents. Just because you didn't have a certain life before, or you dated a certain man, it doesn't matter what social status they have, or which tax bracket. It doesn't matter. If you're used to bad experiences, I just don't want you to think that, oh, become bitter, and be like, oh, I've had enough experiences and I'm done. You have a dream, or you have a purpose, you want to, for example, become, I don't know, an anchor, TV journalist, whatever. First thing that came in to my mind. But you have that um, dream, example, right? Just because you weren't able to obtain that or achieve that in the past, that doesn't mean that the new version of you, the new renewed version of you, is not able to get that. Does that make sense? You guys, comment below. I want to know your opinion on this, and please spam the like. Spam those likes. Whomever is watching, you guys, spam those likes. Thumbs up. I'm giving you very valuable lessons, and please, you guys, spam the likes. Let's just do a give and return, okay? Just like the universal law. There is a reason why they say, um, when you give, you receive, usually in one form or the other. If you take, then everything or something shall be taken from you. It's like a boomerang effect. It's a boomerang effect that will affect your life directly. So the way you treat other people. So usually, what I'm trying to say here is, you guys, just because you were not wealthy in the past, just because you were not able to maybe have a good relationship, or the man that you did your little, did you do the did you write down the qualities of the man that you want, the husband? I did the scripting, and you should do it too. Just put it on paper, and then leave it somewhere where you can, that is safe, and then it will manifest, because writing down words are very powerful. Actually, on a side note, I just want to tell you that before, when for those who follow me for a while, I used to live in the hood, and I used to dream about living in a very like nice place with the view of the city, and I journal it. I wrote it down. I remember, just basically, I went down to to the details on what kind of place I liked, or I just like imagine it, and also draw it. I drew the kind of place that I would have loved to live in, and there was a terrace with the view of New York, and then other details. Because, you guys, for those who don't know me or just came across my channel, I used to live in the hood, like in New York, uptown, that the hood near the Bronx, Washington Heights, and there were roaches. That apartment was with roaches infested apartment, I'm telling you. And there was rats, the little rats, the mice. And they were just, it was just disgusting. Like, I will wake up at night and go to the kitchen, turn on the lights, and you see all the freaking roaches crawling away. It was just so gross. Yeah. And the apartment wasn't raggedy or anything. It was okay. I mean, I had like 5 roommates, though, sometimes 4. Like, one of them will leave, and then someone else will come. It was just like such an uncomfortable. I was just renting a room, right? That's all I could afford at the time, and it was such an uncomfortable situation, to just have so many people in the house. And plus, the owner placed a camera in the hallway. It was pointing at my room. And mind you guys, I mean, it probably is, it was illegal, but the thing is, like, I had a student visa at the time. I wish I couldn't really do much, and even, yeah, maybe I could do something, but for me it would have been so difficult to find another place. And then I settled there already. It was like a decent price, so I was like, I'm just gonna suck it up. Yeah, the camera was facing the door and the kitchen. With his excuse was, oh, because he wasn't living there, right? He just wanted to keep an eye on the apartment, which is like illegal actually. So, anyways, this being said, and you guys, what I'm trying to say here is you have to break these kind of patterns. And for example, talking about relationships, like if you've been married before, or if you had like toxic relationships, sometimes we have to consciously make a choice and a decision to either consult a coach. I'm a coach, okay? If you guys need a mentor, I can mentor you on your situation. Write me an email, vivi at amothermbarbie.com. If you need me, I'm here for you with my coaching program. So just send me an email, and then we'll see if we are a good fit for each other's. Or a therapist, okay? Again, therapists are not able to give you an opinion, or a direct advice. What they do is they listen to you, okay? There is healing in just listening as well, because most of the time when we confide in a friend or like family member, someone close to us, they're more centered on what about them, oh, me. Most people, I'm not saying all people, but most of the time that's what happens. So uh, therapists, licensed therapists or psychotherapists, um, they are licensed, and they are trained to listen, okay, to listen to you. But they ask you questions, and I know this because myself, I wanted to break some patterns that I had, or self, like I would say, false beliefs that I have, and I just want to be limitless. I want to be fierce, and I want to confront every single, I'll say, trauma or whatever is stopping me from achieving my greatest self. I am attacking my fears. You don't have to be crazy to go to the therapist, by the way, or to schedule a coaching. And this is actually investing in yourself. There is a power in investing in yourself. Look how many people buy Tony Robbins um, tickets to go see Tony Robbins, because there is a return. You see how many people he have he have touched with his teachings. So for me, it was mostly, you know, sometimes in our childhood we have parents that come from generational trauma. So they kind of program you with this kind of lack. So for me, for example, was breaking these kind of patterns that I have, because I have amazing advices, and they work all the time. But it was really hard for me sometimes to follow them, because it's something that is subconscious. So for myself, I'm saying, and it's a programming that is subconscious, and so are patterns that you have to consciously work on, and you have to break consciously, not because you want, because your instinct is telling you to do something else, right? Especially if you had some unloving parents, or if you had neglect, or if you were always put down, you tend to have like low self-esteem. So, but because I studied this, there is an awareness, and who better than me, for example, that I lived it, I mean, I'm always telling you guys, I know that there is a reason why I had to go through certain things in my life, because it's to help, to help others. And to me, those kind of coaches that they know nothing about what they're talking, they talk, and they just don't know anything. Like they never lived or experienced what they're talking about, or haven't seen anyone living that experience. They just like go by the book or their textbook. So I don't like that, because it's like it's very important for me to resonate with every client, for example. But this being said, I believe that when you shift, some of us are told, especially women, are taught that not to believe in ourselves, because we are always asked to be humbled, or to always, like, I don't know, like, I think it could go for both ways for men and women, not just women. But sometimes if you have parents that have had parents, so your grandfather, grandmother, your grandparents were putting them down, for example, or like I said, it's a generational trauma, because then they pass that on to your parents, and then your parents are trying to pass it on to you, or they passed it on to you, right? And now you are here, like, as an adult, and you find yourself as having these kind of negative thoughts or self doubts that um a rich kid wouldn't have, for example, because they're programmed for abundance. They know they're gonna date somebody who's affluent, or they know they're gonna be successful. They already know that that's something normal. But because you were born in a certain situation, in a certain environment, then for you, in your mind, it's difficult. It seems like an obstacle. It seems like more unattainable, more hard to get, more la 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 la. Okay, so break this pattern, break the cycle today. Start from today, because it's a conscious choice. Ain't easy, ain't easy, ain't easy. If you think it's easy, it's not. If you had toxic parents, you go gravitate towards toxic relationships. Doesn't matter if they're rich or poor. To be honest, like I tell you ladies to only date affluent, to date up, because you don't want, like, finances are very important part of life. Okay, you don't want to, if even if you are successful and you're a boss babe, and why not, you don't want to find yourself dragged down, by someone that is lazy, or just somebody that you're not sure what's gonna happen. Like, I'm sure every single woman in this chat wants an abundant life, wants to travel, wants financial independence, and there is nothing wrong with that. Okay, whomever said that there is something wrong is because they lack, and they have probably these kind of generational trauma, or false beliefs, lack of money mentality, however you want to call it. So it's just very important to work on your health and mental health and belief system. That's why investing in a coaching, for example, it's really important. It's not something that, oh, is a plus. No, it's something fundamental for your growth, because after you speak to somebody and resonate with someone, and you're able to just, even, it could be one thing that somebody says, it could even be sent by God, for those who believe in the higher power. It doesn't have to be Jesus Christ, or it could be Mohammed, it could be Allah, whatever. It could be any single God that you believe, the higher power. I do believe that some people in your life, whether it could be me through video, or through coaching, or it could be a stranger, or somebody that you encounter one day down the street, something, or it could be like someone on TV, or just a song at the right moment to strike the right message, or it could be on the radio, it could be a sign, it could be anything that makes you change. Like, you change, it's just like something clicks, because it's the awakening day is the time of the judgment, where you are asked to level up, where you asked to be better, and you have to make this step. Because some people, you see them, like, some people has ever happened to you, that you meet people from high school, or people that you haven't met in a long time, they're still the same, if not worse. It's because they are ignoring these callings, they are ignoring the purpose of being alive is to grow, right? This is an amazing human experience that we have, and the purpose of this human experience is actually to experience, to grow, to learn, to, you know, every single mistakes that we have made or every single encounter um, is sent by God, even the toxic ones, okay? So that you recognize um, something within you. Meaning, if I, for example, attract a narcissist, or I'm with a narcissist and I keep attracting the narcissist, then the narcissist is just holding a mirror, okay? The narcissist is holding the mirror, meaning you get to a point where you're like, okay, why am I attracting the narcissist? The narcissist is the mirror. Same thing with the poor, dusty man that is on probation, or you know, is waiting to get indicted, like something like that. Why are you attracting that? It's because there are part of you that you need to heal, that you need to address. Why I think is acceptable for me to date a narcissist, someone that is neglecting me, somebody that is treating me like poorly. And then most of the times you it's deeper, reside deeper into yourself, meaning you go back to either some experience that you had in the past as a child from your parents or caregivers. They program you to accept abuse. Example, they program you that this is the kind of that this is love. So a narcissist, because maybe your parents were narcissists, and they told you that with their actions, they told you that you're not good enough. So basically this is the kind of love that you deserve. Basically that's love. This is love. Abuse equal love, okay? So once you realize that and look at yourself and literally do this exercise, I'm going to make another video just for this exercise because it's so powerful. And this exercise basically is you just stare at yourself in the mirror, like you just look at yourself in the mirror, in your eyes. You have to look at your eyes, look inside of your eyes, okay, and stare at yourself. And that has such a power. This is so powerful and healing, because we often look at other people, we never look at ourselves, right? We never look at our own eyes. And I want you to tell that you I love you. And when you say I love you to the mirror, you guys, this is such it gives me bumps, because you never tell yourself I love you. You have to tell yourself that you love you, okay? So this is a very powerful message, and sometimes we forget this. So going back to the topic, you guys, just because you have failed in the past doesn't mean that the new version of you is going to fail. And it's just because, you know, you had bad experiences and bad people in your life, doesn't matter what you had, you know, career wise, or you know what I mean, men, dusties, or just rich men that were abusive and why not. It doesn't matter, because we live and we learn. Even like I'm not the same person as I was 2 months ago, okay? Because I've learned so many new things. Unless you decide to stay stuck, okay? You decide to just live your life again, just your life pass through you. You don't really have the reins of your life, you don't have the wheels of your life, okay? I always tell you, don't go to your comfort zone. It's a conscious, it's a choice, it's a conscious decision to go and face your fears. But I feel like it's so important that you consider yourself as a renewed person. And just because you had certain experiences in the past, it doesn't make it like you now are going to be rejected again, or you're going to go through the same experience. Now, sometimes again, if you think and you carry the same burdens with you, then yeah, you're going to repeat the things. You have to make a choice to change these kind of patterns. All right, and that's the only way. This is a secret of growth. And if you were told that you couldn't do this and that, okay, what makes it true? Because you said so? I don't think so. Like, you gotta have a fire within you, you guys, like, you gotta be like, yo, who the f you are to tell me what I can or can't do? You know what I mean? Like, this is offensive too. Like, that, all these people, these naysayers, they should go. Okay, distance yourself, period. Whomever is not supportive of your growth, envious people, just people who lacks ambition, or I should say people who have a lack mentality in general, they gotta go. They gotta go. I keep telling you this, but this is so fundamental for you. So yeah, so just because you wear in a certain way, um, that doesn't mean that tomorrow or today you are the same thing will happen. Okay, that's actually a self-defense mechanism, like I said before, that your brain is activating to keep you safe, to keep you in a zone of comfort. And sometimes we actually sabotage ourselves with this kind of mentality. Is a subconscious thing. It's a survival thing. Our brain is keeping us comfort in a comfort zone, but is also keeping us stuck. So we are our worst enemy, basically, because now we have this bitterness about life, or men, or all men are bad, or oh, this isn't that, or I'll never make this much money. Who said that? Who said that? Number one, who said that you cannot make this much money? Okay, first of all, if you say that you cannot make xxx amount of money, or you cannot be wealthy, or that you cannot have a partner, or you cannot start your business, or whatever it is that you want to do, even finding affluent partners, um whatever it is that you put in your mind, if you believe it, then you will achieve it. But it's deeper than that. You cannot just say empty words and affirmations like, oh, I'm just gonna go on YouTube, type those videos where I'm gonna say I'm rich, I'm affluent, I'm wealthy, and then those are all just empty words, because there is no meaning behind it. There's no belief behind it. You guys don't believe it. You guys don't really believe it. You don't make it yours. You know what I mean? That's why it doesn't manifest and doesn't work, is because you guys have these negative self-talk. One more thing, when you guys say, oh, I'm not good looking enough, or I must stuck or must stick to the dusty, because first of all, I always tell you, ladies, pick yourself up. Nobody's ugly nowadays, and you're probably watching too many of these videos of red pillars, or people on this kind of man on does the sorry, these kind of men on the podcast, they are like, uh, attacking women. Basically, they like men. They love men, and they love men, so they need to put down women. You cannot feed your mind with that kind of content, because if you do, then that means it's telling me two things. Number one, you don't believe in yourself, and you're trying to look for reassurance or like confirmation that, oh, I'm too old, oh, I'm too, you know it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, maybe some other people or women that are either, older, or some other women or other people, because they say, oh, do you hit the wall after a certain, like, I'm taking this as an example, or if you are a 5 or a 4, you know what I mean, then you cannot get someone like six figures and up. First of all, I'm telling you right now, this is telling me that if you go seek for these kind of content, you have insecurities, you need to work on yourself. Number one. Number two, why you are looking for a man to tell you about and that speaks about women and then in general brings down women? Why are you resonating with this kind of content? Why are you even feeding on this kind of content? You know what I mean? This shouldn't be what you watch, because like what you watch and feed on like and listen to every single day, it's just going to influence your mind, is going to program you, is going to literally become reality, is gonna determine your future, influence your future, the present even. So all these negative self-talk gotta go. And I'm not saying you should not never have like a negative thought in your head. That's impossible. But overall, you should have more uplifting and more um, positive thoughts about yourself. Okay, stop with this heavy self criticism. Number two, nowadays you can really become with the different techniques, makeup, weaves, wigs, hair extensions, eyelashes, eyelashes extensions, makeup, blah blah, surgery, and to the most extreme. I'm supportive of whatever makes you feel comfortable with you in your own skin. If there is something that you feel you need to improve and makes you insecure, why not? By any means. So when these people, for example, the red pillars are telling you, oh, a woman, blah 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 blah, she hit the wall, or like she's no good after a certain age, or she's what else do they say? It's bullshit. I mean, sometimes I come across to these kind of things on Instagram, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna use these videos to make some viral content for my YouTube. Now, because I watch them, I don't even go and check. But what I'm saying is, they say, if you're a four, blah, 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 then you cannot find affluent men. This is a much major BS, because I've seen women that are not so pretty, or maybe not the youngest, okay, way older than me, for example, that they have remarried in their 40s and up, even 50s, with affluent partners. Not everybody is superficial. Plus, you have to keep in mind that those red pillars, they're trying to appeal to a certain target audience that is of losers, and you shouldn't even resonate with that kind of energy. All right, you guys, they are trying to go viral, and that's their target audience. This is business, okay? So I'm like, to me, especially if you're a woman that speaks about these things, like Pearl, that I posted on my actually, I posted a funny short on my YouTube. You guys check it out, give it some love, tell me what you think. She acts, of course, like as a what is considered to be a pick me, or this someone is no, I'm sorry, what would I say, somebody that has low self-esteem or low confidence, that she's basically siding with this kind of red pillars man, giving like a very bad message. But everything you say it shall come to you. So if you put down women instead of uplifting them, because women are in society are already put down multiple times by men, and this is this society is of patriarchy. But she's trying to be a very business, she thinks she's smart, but everything comes back. You guys, you know what I mean? So also generating AIDS, it's not good. But this being said, I've seen women, they are not the best looking flower in the bunch, let's just put it like that, and they have like good provider men. Imagine if they thought, oh, somebody rejected me in the past and told me that I was a four. Uh, what? Imagine if you know they will say that to themselves, what they will attract or what they get. So it's so important for you guys that you do the work that is also mental work. You got to do level up mentally and physically, of course, try to improve. Keep yourself in check when it comes to eating healthy, when it comes to exercising, educating yourself, reading books, or try if you want to open a business, grow the business. If you don't see yourself like that, then you know what I mean. It's so important, you guys, that you keep those thoughts in check and also to stop resonating with the old version of you. That's it. This is not you anymore. That's it. So I prepare some notes for you guys. So here's some clear points, about the story that you tell yourself and your mind can really manifest in also in the context of dating. Self-worth and attractiveness. Number one, believing in your value. If you tell yourself that you are worthy of love and respect, you project confidence, making you more attractive to potential partners. Confidence often leads to healthier interactions in dating. Yeah, so confidence is very important. Master your confidence. And again, keep those thoughts in check. Even though you have past trauma, you gotta your brain is going to tend to like more people that are toxic because you are trying to close a cycle. You want to be seen. Maybe your parents, your caregivers didn't see you, so you're gravitating or you're attracting these kind of people, these narcissists, these idiots. And even there are men, I'm telling you, I said this before and I said it and I mean it. Most of these men that are affluent, not limited to, okay, but there is a study that most men are narcissists. But anyways, the ones that have power and then they're like CEO positions, they're sociopaths or psychopaths. So you gotta be extra careful because they're very skilled because of business and to climb the social ladder, to charm you, to pretend to be somebody they're not. You gotta be 10 steps ahead. You gotta see the bullshit. But anyways, sorry you guys, uh I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna respond to your comments, and if you guys have a question for me, I'm gonna address the question. So yeah, so impact on partner choices. A strong self-image can help you choose partners who treat you well, as you won't settle for less than you deserve. All right, so make a choice, make a conscious decision not to go, recognize these red flags, study these kind of patterns that you're having. Perhaps if you're attracting always the same type of people, or you seem not to break um, in your, you know, career field or whatever, or you just you follow it, just really look at yourself. What kind of patterns are in your life that you keep repeating and they keep you stuck in a loop? Chances are that you are doing it to yourself with your belief system, with your mind, just trying to keep you safe, trying to keep you in a comfort. Perception of relationships. Point number two, positive outlook. If your narrative is that relationships are fulfilling and enjoyable, you're more likely to seek out and recognize these opportunities, leading to positive dating experiences. Fear of commitment. Conversely, if you tell yourself that relationships are hard or lead to heartbreak, you might subconsciously sabotage connections, fearing intimacy and vulnerability. These also goes for women that think, oh, men with money are all evil. They're all like, okay, you're conscious of the fact that some of them might have these kind of manipulative strategies. They are very smart, okay? But that doesn't mean they're all like that, okay? Just wanted to put it out there. I'm not contradicting myself. Okay, you can know something, you can be aware of something, as there are some men that are narcissists and psychos that are not wealthy, okay, that are broke. but it requires a lot of manipulations for certain fields. That's why. All right. So, communication and connections, open dialogue. Number three, open dialogue. A positive self story encourages open and honest communication. I think, like, when it comes to attracting someone who is, you see as a partner for life or a husband, and why not, when you want to settle down, for example, it's important to communicate. Like, you cannot play all these games, because those men are not stupid, okay? They're actually extra smart. If your intentions are not like it are only to get money, then chances are that if they don't have a fetish that will be like you just getting money, and he just like findom, then chances are he's not gonna like that if he sees that you're too greedy, right? So you should also find, my advice, someone that you really genuinely like, right? That has both, that you like, and that has finances, and is totally possible, okay? But don't seem too desperate and greedy, because that's also a turn off. It's almost as like when you see a guy that is thirsty, that you know that he's trying to get in your pants, like you can tell it's the same effect. So if you're trying to only get a sugar daddy, that's a different thing. Okay, then whatever. Do you? Who cares? Like, there's some sort of like whatever invisible agreement that you're just a company for him, and he's gonna help you. But in that case, it's a different story. But when I'm talking about the girls that wants to have someone like in their lives, like as a boy, I mean a boyfriend or whatever, a husband. All right, so uh, what else? I lost. Okay, so positive story, blah blah blah. You're more, no, no, no. Okay, navigating challenges, viewing conflict as growth opportunities rather than threats can help maintain a healthier relationship dynamic. This mindset allows for constructive discussions rather than restriction. Sorry, defensive reactions. So this is specifically about dating, just for those who just came in the live. But I talked about finances and money too. Okay, when I end the live, if you're able to and you want to watch it from the beginning, you're welcome to do that. And spam the like, you guys. Spam, spam, spam. Let's get this viral, you guys. Come on. Especially those who are watching me all the time. Support your girl. I'm giving you free advices, free knowledge. You guys at least comment and support your girl. Show the attendance, show the love, show me the love. So, yeah, number four, setting healthy boundaries, understanding limits. If you believe you deserve healthy relationships, you're more likely to establish and maintain boundaries, which are crucial for mutual respect and personal well being in dating. So, this goes back to what I said before. You have to actually understand what is a healthy relationship. Maybe you never had one because you stuck on these unhealthy patterns, right? So observe other people that have healthy relationships that are based on respect and love, and they don't put each other's down. They don't do none of that. And if you're still attracted to toxic relationship, then you should go back, stop dating, go back to working on yourself. And then once you're done, then you go back. That's when you're gonna find someone that you really, really that is your husband. But this is again only for those who are ready to settle down. I know I have like a diverse audience here, so for those who are looking just for whatever, somebody take care of them, that's not for you. I'm mostly speaking to, because it doesn't matter if it's somebody temporary, as long as you don't fall in love with them, because then that's a problem, because you really cannot prosper and succeed and have a toxic environment around you. All right, this is just like a seed that you plant in the desert. It's just impossible for the seed to grow. Wow, I think he hit my spirit. I don't even know how he came to me, but you see, sometimes God uses me to deliver messages. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. it just comes to me. All right. It's not like I don't know what I'm saying, but you guys understand what I mean. Like certain things just hit my spirit. They just come to me like so. Red flag recognition. A strong internal narrative helps you identify and act on red flags in potential partners, protecting you from unhealthy dynamics. So, yeah, if you're still attracted by toxic men, then that means you haven't done the work on yourself and you still lacking on something. Because again, I repeat, if you resonate with an old version of you, right? If you're resonating with these kind of people, you haven't done the work. And leveling up means you do the work, you grow, you change these patterns, you break free. Cut the chain now! Cut the chains. Cut these fucking chains, okay? And do it now. What are you waiting for? Just, you know, it's a big anchor that take you down. It's like you're dragging this down. You're dragging this around. It's like a big heavy hanger you're dragging around, and I think it will be much easier for you to just release it. Do the work. Invest in your mental health. Invest in your growth. All right. Resilience and growth. Did I say this? I think I lost the point, you guys. Can you tell me which one? I would think I was a four. Yeah, and now I'm a five. Okay, tell me in the comments if I'm messing up. Oh my god. Five, resilience and growth. Handling rejection. A positive self narrative can help you cope with rejection more effectively, viewing it as a stepping stone rather than a reflection of your worth. This resilience encourages you to continue seeking healthy relationships. Learning from experiences. By framing dating experiences as opportunities for growth, you are more likely to learn from past relationships, leading to better future choices. And sometimes, you know what? Some people are just karmic in our lives. They are meant to be there for a season, not for the entire life. And that's okay. It's all part of the plan that God has for you. You cannot meet your husband, future husband, or the person for you if you're not ready to receive it. If you're still engaging in toxicity and toxic relationships, then that's again a failure. It's like a you need to first do the work, and then God is gonna give you at the right time. It's a divine timing, okay? Sometimes you just have to work on yourself and do the right thing, seeking growth and personal development. And then once you do the work, you you just receive. once you have Once God thinks that you are at the stage that you have learned your lessons, you're not in the same energy low vibrational. Once you break those kind of patterns, then you are going to get what you really want. Okay, so yeah, so learning from experiences is very important. So in conclusions, and then I'm gonna read your messages as I said, but I'm already 1 hour here, so I'm gonna read your messages. If you guys have a question, prepare the questions, and I'm gonna respond really quickly. And then you guys I'm gonna go. And before I go, make sure you follow me on my social medias. I have my Facebook page, which is vivi, vivi, just my name. I'm trying to boost that one because I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do some sort of like group there for all, my ladies and stuff, or whomever is watching that is interested in coaching, or maybe something related to the channel that is the topic of my channel. So go follow me there. Go follow me on my two Instagram accounts. You know which one they are. They're in the description box. I am Viola Vivi. It's my personal. It's more lifestyle, more, you know what I mean. And then I have a modern Barbie. You know how to spell that one because it's like just like the channel. It's like the channel name, a modern Barbie. And then I have TikTok, you guys, a lower underscore Modern Barbie. Okay, everything is in the description box down below. Also the email, vivi@modernbarbie.com if you guys want to contact me for coaching. All right, so conclusion. In dating, the stories we tell ourselves significantly influence our experiences and outcomes. Cultivating a positive, empowering narrative can lead to healthier relationships and a more fulfilling dating life. Focusing on self worth, effective communication, and resilience can transform the way we navigate romantic connections. For further insights, you can also go online and explore articles on psychology and self improvement. That's just what I did, for example. When I recognized my mistakes, there was a time that I was attracting narcissists one after the other. Maybe I'm gonna do a video, like a story video. Comment in the, say yes or no. You want to see it? Yes or no? Comment with the bow emoji, the pink cute one, if you watch till now, and comment yes if you want to see the video of me talking about the narcissist mfers fers. Okay. I even had to go to the police. All right, you guys, this is how bad it was because I've always been strong no matter what. I never, those narcissists never play me. And that's why I enraged them. All right, you guys, that's why they enraged with me because I always, and they're not dusties, those babe Niska, hi John, hi, thank you so much for always joining my live. By the way, I wasn't even looking at the comments. I was very focused on the content, and what I was saying. But I never, those were not dusties. They were like affluent people, but doesn't matter. Okay, I walk away. I don't need to be in a situation that doesn't matter if you have money or not. My self-worth comes first. I will walk away. Even if you have like $10 billion, $50 billion, $100 billion, I don't care. My self respect and my self preservation is way more important than somebody's money that is not even my money. All right, you guys. So yeah, being in an environment of toxicity, it's not, it doesn't matter if how much money they have. Like there are people that are with very rich men that are miserable. I don't want to do that. I mean, honestly, ultimately, I tell you guys that you should level up your life in every aspect, and finances are very important. So, meaning you shouldn't set yourself up for poverty, of course, but you shouldn't even set yourself up for abusive environment. That's I've never teach that to my clients or to my viewers, and for to you, my Barbies, my beautiful girlies, divine feminine girls. And you know, my ladies, I want the best for you, so I will want you to be happy and to be at peace. Like peace is a gift, also, some of these people so toxic, they make you unhealthy. They give you some diseases, meaning mental health. And once when you are under so much stress, your cortisol level goes up. Like you're always on a state of alert. And there is the thing called fight or flight mode, where your cortisol level are constantly high. And if they are high for too long, or for a long period of time, then you can develop health issues, the Cushing syndrome, for example, or just stress, in general. Stress manifests in different ways for different people depending on their bodies. Like some people have headaches, some people have stomach problems, some people just can sleep, or some people just have back pain. Like for example, the stress manifests for me in the back. I have back pain, but this is the stress. That's stress, okay? And not even with a massage goes away. It goes away when you change your mentality and your mindset, and when you finally release that. So what those kind of toxic people do, they put you in a state of fight or flight. They put you in a state of constant fear. Maybe you have to always, they're lying, they're gaslighting you. They even stalk you. The problem that I had was stalking. You guys comment yes if you want to see this video. It's gonna be good. But now I don't have any problem with them, with that particular guy. So man, entities that's demonic. So if you guys, actually, I have two stories, two different narcissists. One psychopath, and the other one is a narcissist. Covert. My gosh, you guys, if you guys, I have stories for days. Well, if you guys want to see that, I might make a video. Just comment below and I will definitely tell you that. I got no problems. Also, because I don't care. One of them, I'm sure he was the one behind and responsible of shutting down my Etsy shop, because he operates in a way that is very sneaky. So they don't do that when they are covered for a reason, you guys. So yeah, I had like my Etsy shop. I don't know if you remember. If you go back to my old videos, you might see it, where I was advertising it. Where I was selling my products, my lip glosses, my fragrances, and then I was like actually was doing good. A lot of you ladies, I'm so appreciative of you for always supporting me. And I'm very passionate about it, to be honest. I love doing this thing. So, and I've always been kind of entrepreneurial, and I just do it because I want to better your lives. And I just, I figure I use pheromones but myself. I figured this will be an amazing thing to put out. Bottom line, long story short, yes, I did. It took me like 1 year to build all the reviews and everything. And there was like people coming back, like clients that were like were regulars, buy my fragrances, buy my products, my lashes, my lip glosses, and then casually speaking, but I don't want to give you all the tea. I'm gonna tell you in my another video. I gotta think about it. It's very personal. Well, I'm sure it's not gonna. It's. I'm out of danger zone. I even went to the police, but not for the cover, for the psycho. The cover, no, I didn't go to the police because he's cover. He was doing things very sneaky. But yeah, so basically I suspect it was him, because also they closed all my other. So like funny stories, I had like my dating profiles that I never go on. Like I most of the time, like I just don't even check them, but I just have it of the apps on my phone. Luxy, what else do I have? A Millionaire Match, of course, and then I had Hinge. But I was just like I created Hinge because my friend was like, oh, create Hinge, create, I was like, plus I mean, so I had the profile for a while but never had a problem. Like actually I was ignoring everybody. I like I think 1,000 messages. Oh my god, so overwhelming. So I was like, oh my god. I wasn't even opening it, and I had it for a while, and then all of a sudden all my apps, I got banned for no reason, that I wasn't even talking to anybody, on Hinge and Luxy. Luxy, I had it for years, since I made the video. Actually, before that, you guys, for those who are here for a long time, one of my first video reviewing the app. Yo, so funny that I got deleted on both, across like almost like same day, or one day and then the next day the other, and they're not even the same owner. They're not owned by the same company. So, and then my Etsy shop, and these all in a span of like 2 weeks. So yeah, this is so disgusting. I'm sure he was behind it. I don't even know, like he's finance. So finance guys, my friend told me, finance, whomever made the song, that one, finance, not recommended. At least New York, no. At least in New York, but not everyone is the same. Okay, again, no limiting beliefs. My girlfriend, for example, has a man that is in finance, and they're doing amazing, and he's a sweetheart and very generous, so and very nice. So I don't want to be a hypocrite and say things and then, oh, no, no. I mean, just be careful, know with you do you know what to do with this information. All right, I'm gonna close it out. Let me read your question or comments. Hey guys, you wanna ask a question? Do it. It's always you too. So nice. Always like watching my videos, live videos. You guys are always sharp. At least you guys are the one commenting. Hi Niska. How you doing? This is a lot. Oh my god. Any chance you have a man cologne? I can, you know, I can customize it for you. Well, the only reason why just I launched it for females is because my channel is for female, but I made videos for women, and but my channel is for everyone. It's like everyone is welcome, whomever find good messages in here. I mean, as long as they don't bring negativity and are not dusty, that are coming with insults, or people that are like, trying to insult and then bring negativity. I don't like that. I mean, it's not like I care, but it's just like, um I'm welcoming everyone that comes here, with the good intentions and positivity. I like that. Leave a nice positive comment, uplifting comment. Oh, Niska, thank you so much for always being here. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you for always checking the lives and to attend the class. I hope you guys had a wonderful evening, and then that you found this message helpful, and that you had some sort of like, you took some knowledge from this, and hopefully has helped somebody or will reach someone. Make sure you share. You guys gotta share, because otherwise, how other people will see this message? It's important that women know their worth. They need to understand their worth. They need to, there are so many women that they I feel like there are so many negative content. There's so much negative content out there that it's important to, especially if you're a woman, you share the same uplifting concept or mindset, to share the message, share with a friend. Tell her what's up. Perhaps you have found that you have noticed that your friend is still stuck in a loop of toxicity, and she's still resonating with the past version of herself. Then send the message. Sharing is caring, and liking is free, you guys. Subscribing is free. I love you all, and I see you in my next video.